Hi everyone! I hope you're doing well out there. I hope this new year, this new energy of January is still going strong for you, and that you're, achieving your goals and you're going after the things that matter to you and that help you be a better person and a better part of our world and a better citizen and family member and friend and lover and all those beautiful things. So, welcome. This is a monthly pick a card reading. I have not done your life path readings. If you came looking for those, I probably won't be doing those in January. I've just realized that I put a lot of stress on myself by giving myself that many videos to do each month, and the idea is to kind of lessen the stress. So I'll be doing your pick a cards, but the life path number readings will probably be a little bit less frequent. And I know I said I would do those once a month, but the more I get into working from home and working with my own writing business and trying to get my books done there, the more I realized that this was taking up a lot of time. In addition, I kept putting off doing the life path readings, and when I sat down to do them the other day, I just started feeling really sick and nauseous and uncomfortable. And then today I sat down and I was gonna do them, and I just started feeling also a lot of pain right in my stomach, right in my lower abdomen. And that happens to me when I eat the wrong things or when I'm way stressed out. So I feel like if I'm stressing myself out about something, it's probably not something I should be doing regularly. I need to be taking care of myself in that way. So we will be doing our pick a cards because they are fun and simple and a lot more general. And also I only have to do the one video. Alright, so today's topic for this pick a card is what is the next step in your soul healing journey? And I came up with the idea for this reading largely because I wanted to use my deck, the Soul Healing Journey deck, which is an oracle deck that I came up with over the fall, through the fall and winter area. And a friend of mine is an artist and she'll be painting images for it. So right now what I have is what I'm calling the placeholder deck, because the images are simple graphics, and they're not what I'm hoping to see when my friend Ella finishes her version of the deck. But I'm really, really excited because I did come up with this deck and I have been working with it for a couple of months and just trying to get used to the messages. So I really wanted to share it more on this channel. Okay, so what is the next step in your soul healing journey? So we have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Okay, so take a minute, look at the cards, see what calls to you, what speaks to you, and then click the timestamps below to get your reading. Hi group 1, so let's see what is coming for you in your soul healing journey. What is the next step for group 1 in their soul healing journey? We have the word wants to be written. We have gentle soul, kindness, compassion, loving actions. Look at that. We have the pact, a promise, trust, a contract. What else can we learn? We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Hierophant. We have the Tower. And then your support message, I honor how I want to feel. Okay, so the next step in your soul healing journey, for many of you, it's going to start with some sort of writing or contracts. It could be a promise, it could be a marriage, it could be that you are maybe writing a book or writing a story, or actually, I just got a download, I guess. Some of you need to start writing, scripting the life that you want to bring into being. If you're trying to bring more love, you're trying to bring more healing, start writing it out. Write down exactly what you hope for or what you're praying for or what the life you would expect to be living if you had every ideal situation. If your life was ideal, then what would that look like? Write that down every morning. Write down bits and pieces, this morning I got up to do this thing that you would ideally be doing, even if you didn't actually do it. And start just scripting out your ideal life, and just kind of trust that the universe is going to bring you where you need to go. Be careful of situations that aren't serving you. Something has to end, I think, because I feel like many of you are moving into some new kind of transformation where you are really, really engaging with your passions. You're honoring what you want to do, what you believe in. Again, like I said, for those of you who need to start scripting, really, really think about what you truly believe in, what you want for your life. Where you want to see yourself, and really start treating yourself with the love of a person who lives the life you see yourself as living. If someone who loves themselves is going to take care of themselves, right? So if you find yourself drinking soda all the time, you find yourself never working out, you find yourself eating unhealthy all the time, then those are not acts of love. You're not taking care of yourself. And that's going to end up, leading you into a life that you're not happy with. And so I feel like that may be the tower, is like you letting that go. Let's see if we can find out a little bit more. Why is the tower here, please? Why is the tower here? Please, why is the tower here? The High Priestess. Yeah, so I think you're letting, and the Ten of Wands. So you're letting something that has been burdening you down. You've been focusing on things that have not been serving you. And so now you're just kind of moving into what your soul, what your spirit is trying to guide you towards. This is a huge transformation. And right now is the time to really look at mentors, look at people who've been there before, who've done it before, and just use their example to help inspire your scripting, to help inspire the goals that you're setting for yourself. This could be also a really good time to make a promise to yourself. If there's a certain type of healing, a certain type of growth you'd like to experience, write down what exactly that is and say, okay, I promise to myself that I'm going to work towards these goals. Whether I feel like it, whether I've had a hard day, whether somebody ticked me off, whether, my heart is broken, I want to heal in this way. So I promise myself that no matter what, I am going to try to heal in this way. And really just kind of, like I said, stick to that and make this a promise to yourself, write out a contract. Some of you may be dealing with a contract, like I said a minute ago. Some of you may even be finding yourself engaged or married, or making a promise. Maybe you're getting a new job that really, really speaks to who you are. So I feel like there's a lot of energy of just really getting into what's in your spirit. So we have 42 plus 10, and then that gives us 52. Also, this is 6, 7, 5, 7, 1, 2, 1, 1. So a lot of you, I feel, there are a lot of new beginnings, and these are new beginnings that have to do with how you're living your life in general. So like I said about the working out, the eating well, the taking care of yourself, this is your domestic home life. It also has to do with your fortunes. I do feel like a lot of you have just been burdening yourself with something that's not been serving you, and it's really important for you to find a good mentor. We're going to see, can you tell me more why the pact is here? Can we have more for why the pact is here? What is the pact concerning, please? What is the pact concerning? For group number 1, please, what is the pact concerning? Why is the pact here? Thank you. 9 of Cups, yeah, so fulfillment. 6 of Cups, love, family, nostalgia, memories, promises you made to yourself as a child, goals you set for yourself years ago, things that really, really bring you spiritual fulfillment. That's the promise you have to make to yourself. You have to look at yourself, or even do a childhood spell where you kind of meditate on your childhood self, maybe with a picture. Look at yourself and say, okay, listen, I promise you that I'm going to heal this suffering I've put us into, or I promise you that I'm going to change this aspect of our lives. Really promise to your younger self, promise to your soul, to your spirit, that you're going to make these changes, and then start writing down your promises, writing down your goals, writing down the steps you take, writing down your successes, because these are going to inspire you to keep going. Even something as I'm working on breaking a very bad habit that I've had for pretty much my entire life. For as long as I can remember, I've had a bad habit. It's kind of an eating disorder issue. And when I stopped that, I started telling myself, this is day 1 of being healthy, and day 2 being healthy. So now I started at the beginning of this year. I mean, I've tried breaking it many times before, and it would last for a couple of weeks, and then I would backtrack. But now it's day 23. I'm still going strong and I don't even have the urge. And then I've noticed other habits that I have that are sort of related have also started to either be less, or I've just stopped. And it's like amazing because I just write it down in my book. It's like, did you do it today? No. Did you do it? Or, well, it's, did you not do it today? So are you free of it today? Yes. Are you free of it this day? Yes. Are you free of it this day? Yes. Have you avoided it this day? And the more I write it down, the more I see progress, the more I count up the days, the more real it feels, and the more I realize this can be a permanent change. I can really, really, really break away from what wasn't serving me, from a habit that was hurting me ultimately. And that has been it's been beautiful. I feel so good about it. So that's something for you to do, is like make that promise to yourself, make a plan, and really, really look at how you want to feel. What is it that fulfills you? What is it that makes you passionate? What is it that makes you feel love and joy and awake? And let go of the mindset or the energy of being burdened, of not being able to reach your goals. Let go of the fears that you may be dealing with in the back, and again, in the back of your mind. And again, find someone who's been there. Find someone who can lead you by demonstration, who can show by example that what you're looking for, that what you're hoping for is a possibility. And I think that's going to bring change for you. Absolutely write it down. Whatever choice you make, write it down, because that is going to not only help you keep track, but it is going to help motivate you to keep going in the future, okay? So that's your reading pile 1. I do hope that this was helpful and that it made some sense to you. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you next time. Please remember always that I love you. Bye. Hi, group 2. I hope you're all doing well out there. I hope this month has gone well. So let's go ahead and see what is next in your soul healing journey. What is the next step for group 2? We have inner trust, okay? So this is a message to trust yourself. We have patience. That makes sense too. Sometimes with inner trust, it's telling me that some people just, they want to make something happen really fast, right? We have the lie of the soul, dishonesty, distrust, hurtful secrets, okay? We have 9 of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the 9 of Wands. So we have 2 9s. And then we also have a 4, a 7, and a 2. And then this is your soul support message. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Yes, okay. So what I'm seeing right now, and I will pull some clarifiers in a minute, but what I am seeing is that a lot of you are really wanting to make a change. You're kind of wanting to go in a not necessarily a different direction, but just in any direction. Like I'm feeling like a lot of you are feeling stagnant. You're feeling like the choices you've been making have not been moving forward. You maybe aren't trusting yourself, because like this is about distrust, when inner trust is your overall energy. Inner trust is your main energy here. So I feel like you're struggling with trusting yourself. You're struggling with trusting your choices, with feeling safe, with feeling protected. You feel like there's something that, like there's another foot that's going to fall if you really, really go after something, if you really trust yourself, if you really believe in the changes that are coming. I think you need to be patient. I think the reason you're feeling like this, the reason you're having trouble trusting yourself, is because you've been waiting for this. You've been hoping for this. But both of these is making me feel like you, in the back of your mind, just aren't believing in this. You're maybe not believing in your ability to manifest. Maybe you're not believing in your ability to be correct about something. Like maybe you're not trusting someone. Maybe your anxiety about something or a situation is spot on, but you're telling yourself that you're not. You're telling yourself that, oh, I'm just crazy, or, he's not so bad. Just like telling yourself these things to make it easier for yourself to I guess keep going forward in this situation, or to deal with the fact that the situation isn't moving as fast or in the direction that you want it to move in. You're telling yourself that you're satisfied when you're not. You're telling yourself that you're comfortable when you're not. That's just for some of you. And for others of you, it's the opposite. You're telling yourself that there's a problem when there isn't. You're telling yourself that you can't trust someone, or you can't trust yourself. You can't trust your own choices. You can't trust your own feelings. So you're suppressing them, you're ignoring them, you're hiding from them, you are telling yourself they're not true, you're trying to, pretend they're not there just in the hopes that they're going to pass, but they're not going to pass, okay? You have to feel your feelings, and that's what this is telling you. You have to feel your feelings, you have to experience these things, and you have to be honest with yourself, and that's going to help you open up to your intuition. So let's pull some clarifiers. I'd like to see, why is this Knight of Wands here, please? Why is this Knight of Wands here? Why is this Knight of Wands here, please? Why is this Knight of Wands here? Why do we have this Knight of Wands, please? Woo! That's too many. But we did get the World there. So, and I'm going to put it back in the deck, but I do feel like, because it's the only one that flipped up, you're kind of feeling stuck in a place, because when I'm looking at this, but I'm picturing the World card from this deck, and it's like you're stuck somewhere, and you want to see more. You want to see the world. You want to get out. You want to move forward. You want to have different experiences, and that makes a lot of sense with that Knight of Wands, because Knight of Wands is all about like action. It's all about moving forward, taking action, maybe even taking a journey or a trip sometimes, and I feel like you're struggling with being able to move out of the place you're in. Maybe you're stuck in a comfort zone. Maybe you're even telling yourself that's the safe thing. Maybe you're saying, okay, I'm fine here. This comfort zone is where I belong. Please tell us more about the lie of the soul. Can we understand why that lie of the soul is here? Please? Why is the lie of the soul here? Please? I should have left the World out, but here we are. Oh. So these all came up. So I feel like many of you, the lie of the soul may have to do with a relationship. You've been working on something. You've been trying to be disciplined. You've been trying to connect, trying to really communicate with someone or something, and really, really putting your nose to the grindstone, trying to make this work. And either it's not meant to work, or you are just doubting your ability to make it happen. You may be doubting your ability to make this connection come true. Alternatively, you're doubting your ability to free yourself of anxieties, of negative energies. You're just not really trusting your own capabilities here, and you're not trusting the situation you're in. So I think your next step in your spiritual journey is to start to build up inner trust. Really work towards breathing, towards like opening your eyes to the things that are around you and really taking it in on an objective level, like really saying, okay, this is exactly what's happening. Don't let your emotions get in there. Don't say this is how I feel about what's happening, but this is what's happening. And then like later look back at that and say, okay, now what do I feel? Like now what does this look like? If a friend of mine was telling this story, what would I tell my friend? Okay, so if you're like in a relationship where you're struggling to communicate, or your partner doesn't seem, you're struggling to trust your partner or anything like that, but you're telling yourself, like, no, this is on me, this is my problem, but their actions are different. Like, tell someone, talk to your friends, talk to your family, say, okay, this is what's been going on, or I shouldn't say, how do I explain this? Talk to yourself as if you were friends or family, if you don't want to talk to someone. I would say talk to someone, but if you don't want to, and if you're just trying to figure it out for yourself, talk to yourself as if it was a friend or family member telling you this is what's going on, telling you this is how my relationship's been working, or this is how my boss has been treating me. And then say, if you were talking to your friend, how would you advise them in that situation? And that might help you come to the reality of this issue, and be more able to trust your instincts, because I feel like your instincts about this situation are probably right, but you're telling yourself that they are not. You're looking at this situation in a way that it is not beneficial to you. Because this is about your soul. So I could say that someone else may be lying to you, maybe, but what I really see is that you're just anxious about something. You are having trust issues. You are struggling to like let your real emotions take precedence, your real beliefs take precedence, and that's making it hard for you to really communicate with people. That's making it hard for you to trust the people around you. That's making it hard for you to take care of your own problems, because you're just kind of either letting yourself be in control of, or letting the triggers be in control of your emotions. So someone else may have bothered you, and so you become really obsessed with whether or not they're lying, and so then you start like self-sabotaging in many ways. Like that could happen. So really, really, really start to develop your inner trust here. Start to meditate. Really start to try to look as objectively as possible at the situations in your life, and try to breathe and just kind of wait. Listen to yourself. Listen to your heart. Don't make any quick decisions right now. Don't like immediately cut anyone out, but don't also immediately say that, okay, it's the problem is me. All right, because what you really need to do now is just trust your instincts, and that means you're going to need to take some time to get quiet, to meditate, and to really listen to yourself, so that you can move forward towards a healthy situation. And this could be about relationships. This could be about anything. This situation, you will know when you're watching this, whatever you're thinking of. So trust yourself in that, and know that I think you'll be okay as long as you're able to slow down, meditate, look at things objectively, and really, really work on your intuition. Feel your feelings. Do not suppress them at this time. Do not hold them back. Do not hide them. Feel your feelings. Okay, Pile 2, that's your reading. Good luck, and I hope to hear from you soon. Let me know in the comments how this next month has worked out for you, and I'll see you next time. Remember always that I love you. Bye. Hi, Group 3. I hope this month has gone very well for you. Let's take a look at what's next in your soul healing journey. So what is next for Group 3? We have every journey starts with a single step. So a lot of you are just at the beginning of your soul healing journey. Maybe you've just awakened to spiritual things. Maybe you're just starting to like break through some old traumas, but a lot of you are still beginning. Whispers from the deep, spiritual downloads, psychic knowledge, knowing the unknown. Yeah. So some of you, I feel, have just kind of woken up. So you've just kind of like woken up from some sort of like unconsciousness. The soul needs music, a need for song, dance, and celebration. Okay, some of you may even be on a creative path. 10 of coins, and it's going to bring you a lot of abundance. The Fool, you're moving in your own direction, you're doing your own things. And the Empress, you are organized, you are in control, so a lot of you're starting your journey on a very, very powerful high note. Like you've been like informed by deity, by spirit, that this is where you need to go, and you're like, yes, I know it's different maybe from something I've done in the past, but I'm ready to take this journey. You're empowered, you are like favored. Like this is all very positive, all of these cards. And the journey that you're on now, so maybe you've already gone through the suffering part of your journey, and now you're moving into the more successful parts of your journey. So let's see what your support message is. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Okay, so when you lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. And I think this is like you just trying to trust in the universe, trust in what's coming. You know, you've been informed spiritually that something good is coming for you, and that's beautiful. I'm going to see what we have this Empress for. Why is the Empress here, please? Why is the Empress here? Please tell us, help us clarify the Empress. Why is the Empress here? Why is the Empress here for Group 3, please? Clarify the Empress. Why is the Empress here for Group 3, please? Please and thank you. The Devil. Ooh, so maybe there's some denial, justice. Okay. And the Four of Cups. So even though your next soul journey is very positive, the Empress is here is telling you that you really, really need to focus. You really need to you're distracted by something. Something has been distracting you. Something has been making it hard for you to get on this journey, to take these first steps. And so you are you're not really focusing on where you need to be going. Maybe you're holding yourself back. Maybe you're imagining, like you're just spending a lot of time daydreaming and hoping, but you're not actually taking action. There's a lot of self-sabotage energy here. And I feel like this is where you're coming from. This is where you're stepping out of. This is the step before the first step. You know what I mean? So, I mean, this is where you were before you take that first step. And it could be a fear thing. Like some of you, I do feel some of you are musical. Some of you need to, and yeah, I'm definitely getting music because we have drums here, and then we have the music, soul needs music, and then we have a carousel, which is notorious for being a musical kind of ride. So I do think a lot of you need to just start indulging in music. You need to start indulging in music, indulging in art, being creative, doing the things that really kind of enliven your soul, enliven your spirit. Really do the things that speak to you, and don't like sabotage yourself because there's something you're not seeing. Like, I feel like some of you, even though you're getting these downloads, even though you're getting these messages and you know there's abundance for you, you know there's something that you can like just start. There's this new journey. It could be writing a new song. It could be like getting your music out in public if you've already written music. It could be some other art. I'm just getting a lot of musical energy, but it could be another type of art where you are, where you're just kind of putting it out there, or you've been hesitating, you've been holding yourself off, you've been telling yourself that it's not meant for you, but it is meant for you because we have justice. And again, with both the devil and justice, it's something that you are either not seeing because you can't, or you're just kind of ignoring. Like I said, I feel like it's ignoring because I feel like you're kind of daydreaming. You're daydreaming about this life that you could have, but you're not taking the steps to actually make that come through. And I feel like this talent, this gift, this art that you're feeling called to make happen, I feel like that is your next step. That is where you need to go. And you don't need to expect to be like a superstar in a month or in a year even. Just take the first step and then take the next step and just keep putting it out there, trusting yourself, trusting that this journey is meant for you, because if it wasn't, you would not have been inspired to start it. If you weren't meant to write the music, you wouldn't have been inspired to do it. If you weren't meant to sing the song, you wouldn't have the voice to do it. You know what I mean? So really stop telling yourself that it's not the path, or that even though you feel like it's the path, that you're not worthy or that you're not good enough, and just take that first step. Stop fantasizing about it and actually use the resources that you already have at your fingertips, and just make it happen. Take the first step, then the next step, and do it in your own way. You don't need someone else telling you how it's supposed to be done. You don't need to follow anyone else's path. You don't need to take anyone else's journey. This is yours. This is your journey to enlightenment, to spiritual growth, to healing, to change for the better. And that I think does require you to have that Empress energy, where you're more disciplined, where you're pushing aside the self-sabotage energy, where you're saying, okay, I feel like I need to do this regardless of whether or not I can see what the outcome is. And I've been daydreaming about this, so now I need to actually take the steps to make this daydream a reality. And I think that's going to bring you such abundance, such beautiful growth and healing. So I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. That's your message number 3. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Please let me know how this reading resonated with you, or if it did or didn't, in the comments, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next month. Please remember always, always, always that I love you. Bye.